Usisi le ngifika naye.
Unganiswe. Kuyazibona ngisho. Umwana akawo. Ulisuthe ke meeting.
Uyena ke lo ubhuta acela ukumfaka esithembweni.
Yana mneling. Kayichamisa kwana nomela mbona. Ay. Kidule fat.
Guys, what did we watch yesterday? Was that real or Madrid? I'm just struggling to believe what I saw yesterday on Mnakwetu. I was literally shocked and perplexed. I'm just asking myself, Okoti, how is it possible for one to feel comfortable dating their sister's husband? Yo, guys, abanye abantu, they are vile. Sanbonani, hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel where I give you updates and reviews of reality TV shows. This is our update and review of Mnakwetu Season 5 Episode 2. So please watch until the end of this video because as usual, I've got a lot to unpack. Let's dive into it. So on yesterday's episode, we got to see a 42-year-old man called Kabelo from Rockville. Kabelo is married to Portia. They've been together for 10 years. Kabelo called Ubaba Mseleku to help him convince Portia to allow him to take a second wife, and the second wife happens to be Portia's younger sister. They have been secretly dating for 9 years, and now she is 3 months pregnant. What a movie! Guys, watching the episode, I was literally mad on behalf of Portia. What her younger sister and the husband did is highest level of selfishness. I literally do understand the anger that drove Portia to beat Cabello and the younger sister up. It was so necessary. The betrayal is just on another level. So Portia and Cabello has been together for 10 years, meaning Cabello began seeing Portia's younger sister just 1 year into the relationship. Guys, this is not a sudden mistake. It is a highly coordinated 9-year campaign of deception carried out by two people Portia trusted. When Mseleku called Portia's younger sister to join the sitting room, upon seeing a younger sister, Portia started venting, informing her about Kabelo's shenanigans, not knowing Okotish was the snake. Kunzima, guys, to my knowledge, in many cultures, a sister is a woman's ultimate confidant, support system, and protector. So by sleeping with your sister's husband, the younger sister Kiabetswe completely destroyed the safety net of the Natal family. Another thing I'm just asking myself is Ukuti, why did Kabelo waited until the sister is 3 months pregnant to reveal the affair? I personally think Kabelo didn't want Isitembu because for 9 years he enjoyed the best of both worlds without any legal or financial or cultural responsibilities of polygamy. Just that the younger sister got pregnant and a pregnancy cannot be hidden forever. Clearly, Cabello did not come forward out of honesty. He came forward because the physical reality of a child was about to expose his secret anyway. Guys, if Cabello truly valued Isitembu, you would have approached his wife years back. Now that there is pregnancy involved, he decided to come clean in the name that he wants Isitembu because he knew it would be harder for his wife to say a definitive no to a child. The baby became his leverage to escape the consequences of his cheating. Capello literally used the concept of polygamy as a convenient excuse to avoid being labeled a standard cheater. He brought the issue to Ubaba Mseleku to help him pressure his wife hiding his own cowardice behind the guise of tradition. So Kabelo's wife, Portia, agreed to allow her husband to take Isatembu under the conditions that the sister must abort or break up with Kabelo, and Yena she will raise the child. She also said if your younger sister decides to give her the child to raise and not abort, she's gonna make sure she will not continue dating Kabelo. She went on to say they should just give her 3 months and they can date after that and they will see what happens. Yo, guys, I smell chemical engineering. There is a very strong possibility that Portia's request for a 3 month window involves visiting a sangoma to seek spiritual intervention. Then your conditions sound incredibly harsh, but I do understand, yeah, they came from a place of absolute devastation. Your safe space and your marriage and your sisterly bond were completely destroyed. So she had to play mental chess because her heart was completely broken. So, guys, that was all about Mnakwetu episode 2. But before I sign out, let me say my 2 cents about the episode. I do not think it was necessary for the cultural or constructive purpose of Mnakwetu. Ubaba Mseleku always states that the show's objective is to normalize and educate people on the honorable custom of Isitembu. This episode did the exact opposite. It did not teach polygamy. It provided a public platform for standard adultery, deceit, and family destruction. By giving Kabelo airtime, the show validated a man who spent 90% of his marriage cheating. It sent a dangerous message that a man can hide an affair for a decade, get his sister in law pregnant, and then use a television crew to force his wife into submission. The person I really, really feel sorry for is Kabelo's wife, Portia. The sheer emotional cruelty of ambush confessions causes severe psychological damage. From a human standpoint, I think broadcasting a woman's ultimate betrayal by her own biological sister was completely unnecessary and deeply unethical. Broadcasting this episode crossed the line from cultural education into the intentional, profitable exploitation of a woman's psychological trauma. The husband, Cabello, and Portia's younger sister had 9 years to prepare for this moment. The production team had weeks to set up cameras, lighting, and legal releases, but the first wife had 0 seconds to prepare for the destruction of a marriage and a relationship with his sister. Guys, what I have learned from this episode is Okote, deepest betrayals really come from enemies. They come from the people we never thought we had to protect ourselves from. So, guys, that is all that I had in this particular video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There is nothing to wait for. So please, please, I beg in the name of the Lord, kindly do subscribe to join this beautiful family. If you've got your own opinion, your own observation, your own perspective, you know what we do here. Please don't hesitate. Kindly go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section box down below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and also share. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. It's bye for now.